The Taoiseach has condemned the interception in international waters by the Israeli military of an aid flotilla bound for Gaza earlier this week. All but two of the 175 activists detained by Israeli forces and taken to the Greek island of Crete have now been released. It's understood the 7 Irish people held have also been released.
Condemnation and outrage following Israel's interception of the global Flotilla, which had set sail to deliver humanitarian aid. Demonstrators assembled in cities across the Mediterranean, including Athens, Rome, Barcelona and Istanbul.
We have got a very, very large military vessel extremely close to us.
22 boats were seized by Israeli forces in the early hours of Thursday, whilst in international waters, about 1,000 kilometres off Gaza. 175 activists of various nationalities were then taken off the vessels and disembarked on the Greek island of Crete. Israel's foreign ministry says 2 male activists are being brought to Israel for questioning. Taoiseach has condemned the interception and says he will be raising the issue at a European level.
The international community have to call out Israel for this and hold Israel accountable. Now, there is a noticeable change in people's perspectives and other countries' perspectives who would have been traditionally strong supporters of Israel are becoming increasingly annoyed and frustrated, to say the least, in terms of what has transpired.
But the Irish team involved with the flotilla say the government needs to do more.
We want the Irish government to issue a statement saying that no planes involved in any military activity without a UN mandate should go through our airspace.
The flotilla set sail from Barcelona in mid-April with the intention of delivering about a ton of food, medicine and other equipment to the besieged Palestinian territory. Israel has dismissed it as a PR stunt. The UN says more than 2 million people in Gaza are in immediate need of basic necessities, including water. October's ceasefire guaranteed increased aid, but the UN says that severe restrictions on food entry has led to a collapse in food security and widespread malnutrition. But as international media attention has shifted towards Iran, the flotilla's ability to turn some of the focus back to Gaza may supersede their failure to deliver humanitarian aid. David Landy, RTE News.
Now, in the early hours of Thursday morning, a flotilla carrying aid to Gaza was intercepted by Israeli forces. Earlier today, all but 2 of the 175 activists detained were released. The global Samud flotilla continues, however, with the remaining participants located near the Greek island of Crete. Among them, the sister of President Catherine Connolly, Dr. Margaret Connolly. I spoke with Dr. Connolly earlier and began by asking why she decided to take part in the flotilla.
Well, as a mother, a human being, and as a doctor, the catastrophic destruction of Gaza since October 23 has resulted in the near devastation of the enclave, an area 26 miles long by 4 miles wide, 4 to 7. It's a fifth the size of Sligo, and it holds 2.3 million people being held in an open concentration camp. I have been actively involved in the Sligo Palestinian organisation in Sligo for 30 years now, and I just felt at 67 I must do a little more.
It's a big deal, Margaret. It's a big deal to take part in a flotilla like this. What was the reaction of your family members?
My family are totally behind me. My 2 daughters and my son are totally behind me, and so is my partner and husband, Declan Bree. I made this decision. I made it for myself. My heart lies with the Palestinian people. We have had 800 years of colonisation by England. Why wouldn't we come on the flotilla? It is but a small thing, a drop in the ocean. But if I can make people wake up and feel the pain that I feel for what the Israeli regime is enacting in Gaza, it will have been well worthwhile coming on this show today to do that.
A lot of people, Margaret, will know that you are, of course, the sister of President Catherine Connolly. And I know, of course, you are your own person. But would you be worried that by taking part in such a high-profile flotilla like this, that you could make her job a little more difficult as head of state?
I am totally here in my own right. The President knows that. I am here as Dr. Margaret Connolly, a mother, a human being and a GP. I am here in my own right for myself and to wake people up that this bloody genocide has to stop. We have to stop normalising violence and war as if it is a computer game. It is absolutely insane to allow the US government and the Western powers to enact this genocide ongoing for 3 years almost and feel that they can get away with it, acting with impunity everywhere they go. They destroy societies. They are out to destroy the people of Palestine. On Wednesday night, Tommy, we were abducted and kidnapped from our boats. Not me personally, but the boat right beside me.
Can you tell me about that night, Margaret? Where were you when the flotilla was intercepted?
I was actually on the bow of the ship, minding a little baby bird that happened to land for an hour, and it was quite surreal and very calm. I did not feel afraid, but we saw a huge light coming towards us, and that was the warship.
The Taoiseach, Micheál Martin, was speaking this afternoon about the interception of the aid flotilla. He said that the international community have to call it out, what happened on Wednesday night, and he did say that Israel has to abide by international law. Do you welcome those comments from the Taoiseach?
It's a little late to say this after my comrades were abducted and kidnapped, and it's a little late after our two special comrades, Tiago from Brazil, holding a European passport, and Saif, a Palestinian man who has a Swedish-Spanish passport, and both these comrades have been separated from the rest of the Irish who were kidnapped and are now being taken to an Israeli jail. How will Micheál Martin's comments help those two men? Most of their comrades are terrified that the Palestinian lad may never be seen again. I know there was a lot of violence on the boat when they tried to separate the two men. And I just want to say, Tommy, if I could, without interruption, our hearts and our thoughts go out to their families tonight, because we're all very, very distressed at the scenes we have seen and at the thought of those two men being separated from the comrades.
Can I ask you, what is the plan over the coming days? Do you think that you will manage to reach Gaza?
The plan now is to just ride out this storm that's occurring. That's why we're in this bay, and we'll take it from there. But spirits are high, and we want to sail peacefully to Gaza because it is our right to travel these waters. America and Israel do not own this world. That is the message. They do not own it. The people of the world own this world, and we all, civilians across the planet, need to stand up to the might, greed and avarice of these colonial powers who only want to destroy everything in their path.
Dr. Margaret Connolly, thanks indeed for taking the time to speak to us on 6-1.
Thank you.